This improv story is based on idea man chops firewood, let the story commence. Craig was sick of the whole price of fucking gas. And he's like, you know what? I've got all these trees around me. There's parks out there. There's Pollock Park, a gigantic kind of park. And you see the trees next to the road. You can see the trees if you go inside, here, there, there. But there's trees within. Do you know what I mean? You go past like a big sort of country park, kind of thing like that. And you see trees. But very few people go into the, like the woods and walk about the trees that are within. You see the kind of outskirts, but you don't go within. I should go in there and chop down trees that nobody's going to miss because nobody goes in. So, and then I'm going to burn it in a what do you call it? Brazier. No, the kind of bra thing. What do you call it? Brazier. Is it the same thing? Is it the same word? Oh, there it is. Aye, there you go. That kind of thing. That type of thing. One of them, but one of the ones, not none of this fancy shit. An oil fucking barrel, but with holes in the side. Oil barrel. Aye, that kind of thing. That's the one. That's it. That right there. That kind of thing. Burn it away. Oxygen comes in. That whole thing. And I'll burn that in the house. So he took an axe and he went to the park. He thought, I'll get that first, chop down a wee tree, or chop up some branches, and then, I don't know, they'll probably be quite wet, so take the bark off, and then, I don't know, like, leave it in the house for 24 hours, maybe it'll dry out a bit, and then get firelighters and paper, and then start to burn the stuff, and then that'll be it. So he went to Pollock Park, which is in Pollock Shaws in Glasgow, and a police motor went by and kind of stopped in front near him, kind of in front, and reversed. Police got out and went, excuse me, can I ask you, so can I ask where you going with the axe there? I'm just going to, what? He thought, I'm not going to tell the police sentence, it's none of their business. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. Free country. Well, actually, it's not a free country in terms of walking about with an axe. That's a lethal weapon. Can I ask what you're doing with that there? And Craig went like that. Well, if it's illegal, it's illegal. But I'm telling you, it's no. Police went like, what? And Craig threw the axe at the police and missed. And it hit this guy behind, the old guy. An old guy. Hit him right in his chops, right in the face. Split it right in part. Remember when old people, their bones are dead kind of brittle. So it just went right through like a knife through butter type of thing. It just went like crack. He cracked his fucking face right open like, you know the way the dog kind of opens in The Thing? You know, goes like that because it's a fucking alien. It was like that, but vertical kind of crack. Cracked his face right open, tongue came right out, tongue hanging out, and he was still alive. Didn't hit the brain. Just right there, and then the axe fell down. Big tongue was sticking out like that, hanging down. And he was in a lot of pain, this old guy. He was like, because your nerve endings are more sensitive towards the end of your life because your body's like, we thought, it's funny how the body works. The body thinks things independently of the brain. It's got its own sort of, it doesn't think, it's got its own thing going on. The body knows things. And the nerve endings of your body, think they have to keep going for like about another 200, 300 years. The nerve endings that sense pain and cold and things like that, they could keep going for 300 years. But they can kind of sense, there's a chemical that gets released as you get older. It can sense that you've not got long left. It can sense it. Now imagine you had, I don't know, £10,000 in the bank. Imagine you had £10,000 of savings at the age of 60. And you're wanting to keep that for a rainy day. Maybe go on a cruise or something. Or, spend it on various things over the course of the next 20 years. Now imagine at the age of 60, the doctor says you've got 3 weeks to live. You'd be spending that 10 grand as quickly as you can. It's the same way with the nerve endings. As you get older, the body basically tells the rest of the body, we're dying. We've not got long. Don't know how long, but we may as well use up what we've got. So, the old folk, the nerve endings could have kept going for another 200 years if the rest of the body was fine. The liver and, lungs and all the rest of it. But because it knows it isn't going to go that long, it compresses another 200 years of feelings and pain sensitivity into like a year. So that's true. So you feel a lot more. So this old guy was in fucking agony, and Craig ran up to put him out of his misery. What'd you call it? What'd you call it? Coup de grace, is it? What'd you call it? How do you pronounce it? Kind of mercy sort of kill type of thing. Mercy sort of killing, ran up, and the police stopped him, and Craig went like that. He's in fucking pain. Please let me put him out of his misery. And the two police looked at each other like that. We'll make it quick then. Craig went, am I going to get done for this? Well, you're going to get done, no for the murder, but definitely for the axe. And he went like, well, I'm not doing it then. You're going to have to do it. Right, make it quick then and beat it. Because they thought they don't want the old guy to suffer. And Craig ran up. And Craig, the thing is, Craig wasn't right in the head. So he didn't really intend to put him out of his misery. He just said that. What he did is he went like the police, right, don't look. And he grabbed the old guy's tongue and kind of twisted. He wanted to see how much he could twist it around in his mouth before it snapped. And he was like that, running around it, and it's fucking screaming. And one of the police turned around and looked. And Craig was like, it's fine, it's alright. And Craig was at that for about various things. He'd finished with it, he took the tongue out. He was at it for about 2 hours. It was starting to get dark. I said to the police, going to shine your torch. Here, I can't see what I'm doing now. Basically, it looked like a fucking operation. It looked like an operation. He'd opened the guy right up. And see, because the guy was old, he was fighting. The body was fighting back, trying to stay alive. But, and Craig knew, quite a sadistic guy, he knew just the right way to play cat and mouse with this guy's body, how to kind of let it live. And then do a bit more torture. And then stop. He knew when the old guy was ready to, slip away, and he knew to hold back. And the police went like that, listen, that's 3 hours now. And Craig went like that, right, listen, give me the axe. The axe was, it went, alright then. And Craig went to swing for one of the posts, and the post went like that, don't even think about it, hurry up. And Craig was fucking gutted it was actually going to put the old guy out of his misery. He went, I'm gonna cut his head off, right? I'm gonna behead him. And the police went, just hurry up, Ben, make it quick. But Craig deliberately got it wrong. He chopped off just the top wee bit of the guy's head, like that, and the old guy was screaming. And then he went like that, whack, and chopped off that bit. I went, oh, I missed again. Whack, chopped off that bit. So it was a perfect rectangle. Perfect rectangle. He looked like, and he chopped off that bit of the chin and that bit there. By the time Craig was finished with him, he looked like, aye, that's what he looked like. He looked like this cunt. By the time Craig was finished, he looked like that cunt. And then Craig started kicking utter fuck out the guy. And the police just let it happen because he just thought, just let him do it. Let him do it. The old guy kind of survived this, but it went on for another hour. And then eventually the guy slipped away. That was him. The end. That's a true story, sadly. Sorry for telling you it was a improv story when it wasn't. It was a true story. He passed away peacefully in his sleep. He passed away peacefully in his sleep. By that I mean kick fucker. Kick to death. By that, how do you know? See, one of the police. That was me. But I wasn't actually a police. I had I was pretending I was impersonating a police officer. The other cunt didn't know. That's for another time though. That's for another time.